What's up everybody, Britton Peele here for GuideLive.com to get you up to speed on this week's biggest geek news. If you weren't at QuakeCon last weekend, maybe you were at home trying to play Street Fighter V. Capcom has scheduled a beta test for the upcoming fighting game, which you could get access to by pre-ordering. That beta went live as scheduled, but it was a complete disaster. Most people were presented with an error message as soon as the beta booted up on their PS4. Others were able to get into a training room, but were never matched with other players. A small handful were actually able to get into at least one match and play Street Fighter against other people, but those success stories are few and far between. Capcom has since apologized for the fiasco, saying, hey, it's a beta test. The whole point is to find problems like these and fix them. And they're right. But when you make something like this an incentive for buying your game early, you should make sure your customers will actually be able to experience the thing that they paid for. And while Warner Brothers won't come right out and say it, both Entertainment Weekly and Collider are reporting that Mark Hamill will be reprising his role as the Joker in the upcoming animated Batman movie, The Killing Joke. This is good news because The Killing Joke is one of the most talked about and highly regarded stories in Batman's history, and Mark Hamill is the iconic voice for its central character. Now, Hamill said back in 2011 that he was retiring from the role after doing it for 19 years, and that his last performance as the Joker would be in the video game Batman Arkham City. However, he already came back to do the voice for this year's sequel to that game, Batman Arkham Knight, so the idea of him doing The Killing Joke isn't that much of a stretch. In more local news, the first guests for Dallas ComicCon Fan Days have been announced. When the popular event returns to the Irving Convention Center this October, it will be headlined by Doctor Who star Jenna Coleman, Game of Thrones and Aquaman star Jason Momoa, and Karate Kid star Ralph Macchio, among many others. You can find the current celebrity guest list at guidelive.com/geek, along with a bunch of other news, features, and reviews. So go spend some time there, and I'll see you next week.